Hey, all right, we are back. God, I've been thirsty this whole time. All righty. Can y'all hear me good? All right, we're back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is a caftan that I bought from Nordstrom's Rack for my trip to Hawaii, but I didn't actually take it. Do, 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 do. I didn't take it to Hawaii, so now I wear it with my jeans. We are hearing you sound great. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, mm, mm, mm. So this is going to be about Squidward, the Squid Game, a series on Netflix. I haven't usually before I talk about something, I have sat down and gone through themes of the show and I have notes and everything, but because this is a spirit of moment thing, I have no notes, I have no themes, I have no nothing. So y'all gonna have to help me out a lot in regards to the direction of the show of this this live. Dang, I forgot to tell y'all to thumbs up the other video. Sometimes y'all be forgetting. So make sure y'all go back and thumbs up. so let's see. Um so it is a Korean film, right? Isn't it a Korean film? Yeah, it is. Yes. And it is how do I explain it? Let's just start off with what happened. You are introduced to this guy, the main character of the show, and he is this is going to be full of spoilers, darling. So if you've never seen it, cut this shit off. And you don't like spoilers, cut it off. But he is like a deadbeat guy that lives with his mom. Um, right from the back, he's some lazy bum ass nigga that his wife got his baby mama got tired of his shit and moved on, and she's about to move to America with her daughter, her new man. His mom is like, man, like, when you gonna do something with your damn life? You is a bum. He got a gambling problem. He has a daughter. He's just a bum. He's just an irresponsible bum. So when it first starts, it's his daughter's birthday, and it's so many episodes, but I think that his mom gave him some money to get the daughter a gift, and he ended up gambling with the money and winning. He won some money, but then he ended up continuously going and then losing it again. And then some girl I guess robbed him for it, if I remember. I can't remember exactly, but I know he got beat up by the gang people that he owed money, and they were trying to take his money. And then, but when they caught him, he didn't have the money on him because he had one. But the girl he had when he was running from them, the girl he ran into is actually the one who like pickpocketed his coins. It was all cute. It was like a cute little twist and spin, but he lost his money. And then he meets this guy. who in the subway station, correct me if I'm wrong, mom gave him money, but he stole her debit card to get more to gamble with. Yes. And she had changed the number, and he remembered, and said it used to be, I guess, his birthday or something, or our kid's birthday, but then she switched it to her grandbaby's birthday, and he figured it out and got the money out. Shady. He won the money, and his bookies were tipped off. He was robbed by the girl, and they beat him up because he had nothing. Yes. So after that, oh, and it alluded to his friendship with this other guy who is seen as like the successful dude. Okay, they all grew up together, but he turned out to be a bum, and this woman's son turned out to be like a rich corp motherfucker. It alluded to him being a success, and him being these two little boys that grew up together with their mamas. One was a loser and one was a successful person. Smart, successful, did something with his life. But later on in the series, you realize that, oh, this nigga ain't shit either. He ain't shit either. He just, his mama, he's gambling and wearing his mama money out too. He just ain't got down bad like this lazy motherfucker. So I can't remember how this led to this, but he ended up taking his daughter on like a little birthday outing, got her some nasty ass some food that she wasn't supposed to be eating. Just deadbeat dad trying to wing it. And she was gonna tell him he put his mama property up for collateral. Yes, shady, just tired, scammer. Yes. He sounds trifling as hell. He was raggedy. He was a bum. He just was an irresponsible bum that mama worked and everything. So anyway, skip all of that and go to he meets this guy in a suit, and they're playing this game where you like I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. But okay, let's say this. This one has a picture, this one does not. I throw it on the ground. I'm supposed to take this thing and hit it, and if it flips up and flips, I get to smack you. If it doesn't flip, you get to smack me. That's what, if tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm not for sure. But I think it's some kind of game that he played with the dude that if he hits the thing and flips it, he get to smack him. And if and he gets money, something, the dude got some coins, and it's a whole little game. Oh yeah, if the dad beats wins, he gets the 10K. But if the one wins, he get to smack the shit out of him. Flip the cup. Cool. Okay, great. Okay, cool. If he wins, he get the 10,000. If he loses, he gets smacked the shit out of. And he keep losing, the dude keeps smacking the shit out of him. It's real funny to me. I was kind of cackling a little bit. So I can't remember. Did he end up losing both times and then they gave him a card? Or did he win the 10,000? I can't remember. Did he end up winning that? He finally won. And then did he get the 10? He got the 10,000. Okay, cool. He won. So this is the part where I kind of was getting distracted and was super happy. Cool. So he ended up going back to boom. So this is how he teases him into the game. So he wins the 10,000, which I think is a setup for everybody. He wins the 10,000. And then he gives him the card and say, if you're willing to play, here's contact these people, blah, 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 blah. So he goes back to his little life. Is this when he found out that his mother had like some kind of disease or something? But anyway, it led him to this real in life game. So he uses the car, he calls him, blah, 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 blah. Remember, he's a gambler. And so the man in the subway was low-key fine. He was cute. He was a cutie pie. He was. Compared to the other ones, he was the cute agent. That's where he finds out his daughter is leaving. Okay. So anyway, he get to playing this game. And so he comes into this fast forward to him getting to the game. So it's a button. So they gas them up. They tie them up and gas them up and put them in the van and ship them to this location. And all of them, and there's a bunch of people in this location in, is it green? Is it green suits? Some kind of green suits or whatever. I think it's green. Ain't that right? Green. And so it's a bunch of people. Some of the people he sees his homeboy that he grew up with the mama that think he the good dude, successful dude. He see him in there. Then he see these gang niggas. He see an old man. He see I don't know none of their names, so don't expect me to know any of their names. None of them. He see an old man. He see the girl that robbed him for the little coins. He seen her. It's just a bunch of people in there. And so they get introduced to this game. And they were like, you played it. Was the wait. Was red light, green light the very first game? Was red light, green light the first game? Yep. Okay. So the very first game that they get to play is red light, green light. We know how red light, green light works. Red light, green light is the person who is the person says red light and you stop. The person says green light. When the person says green light, you go until they say red light again and they stop. And if they see you move, you out. Okay. So everybody, they're teasing them with all this money that they fill up the money with how many people, basically how much money they can get. Each and every person is worth a certain amount. Everyone that gets out that money, if they get out of the game, quit the game, blah, 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 that money goes into the bank to make you get more money if you actually win and last to the end. That's the goal. So all these 400 and is it 486? Isn't the dude, the main character 486? Yeah. And the old man is number one, right? Ain't he number one? Anyway. So it's like 486 people. And each person is worth like millions of dollars or some thousands of dollars or whatever. No, like 456. So it's like 400 and something. So each person that leaves out of the game or loses the game, their money gets added to the pile like a billionaire. Like, and every until the last person who wins get the whole money. Anyway. So the first game is red light, green light. And mind you, they think that these are games, like fun, happy, cute games. But no, these are serious, hectic, life or death games. And soon as I seen this, first of all, I'm gagged because I thought this was going to be just a silly ass ancient movie like they be having on Netflix. But when I start seeing these motherfuckers get shot, so during the red light and green light, the person who is the person who says red light, green light. It's a big statue of a little girl. She has black hair, pigtails, a little robot statue, a big robot statue. And she's the one that says red light, green light. And if she catches you moving at red light, she shoots you dead. So the intercom people. So there's people. Okay, I forgot. There are people who are controlling the game, and they have on pink jumpsuits and masks, so you can't see their faces. And so when they get there, they're asking them why can't we see our faces and da 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 da. They was like, that's not a part of the rules. And there was all these clauses that they had to sign, all this kind of stuff. And so they were down, all this kind of stuff. So the people is watching. And they're like, they've told them the rules. This is the rules. It's red light, green light. When she says green light, you go. When she says red light, girl, you stop, or where you out. Or you are eliminated. That's what they say at first. So you are eliminated. But you think eliminated, you just gone off the board and go. No, eliminated is she shoots you and kills you. Woo, baby. So I'm totally gagged. So remember, it is 456 people that is playing red light and green light. If you fall, if you trip, if you move, she's blasting your motherfucking ass. So there's a couple of strategies that you see going on in this game. There are people who are running fast, trying to get across the finish line as fast as they can. There are people who are walking behind people. So if they do fucking move, she don't see them because she's right in front. You're right behind somebody, so she don't see them. I really wanted to know more about the folks in the costume. They were workers. I think we'll talk about that later. Thrifty, thriving. And so, as you can imagine, them not knowing that they're coming into a serious game, initially, they're not taking it seriously. And there are also people who are like, once the game starts, they're like, oh no, motherfuckers is getting shot. No, run. So they will be trying to run out the door, but you're still moving when she said red light. So she will blast a motherfucking ass. So you trying to run and get out of the game real quick? No, you in the game. And if you run back there towards the back and I see you moving, where are you out? The whole situation was a gag to me. But the beauty of them not knowing the game was fucking serious, a lot of motherfuckers get killed. And so by the end of this game, you realize that 556 went down to a lot. And she didn't miss. Right. Honey. Always on beach. Don't judge me, but this sounds funny. It was kind of a kiki because I have a dark sense of humor. I was gagging and cackling. But in this moment, you get to see people really start to take it seriously, okay? So people start taking the game, the red light, green light game, like, she is gonna blast us, the period. So, and there's a time, like you got to get over the line in time, or because there's a clock. You got to get over to the line or you're gonna be done. It's not just stop go forever. You got a time to get to cross her line, and it's time. And she keeps saying red light, green light for you to stop and go when you can. So this is getting real. So one moment, that's an important moment, is one of the dudes was about to fall. The main character was about to fall. Wait. You moving too far ahead, Joelle. So one of the main character was actually, because he was trying to run so fast, he was actually about to fall. And one of the other characters grabbed him and held him still in mid-fall for him not to die, because if he would have failed, he would have still been moving. Caught him right in the nick of time where they both are still. So mind you, he's holding on for dear life. And like, oh shit, I don't want you to fall, bruh. I don't like he holding him like this. Don't want him to fall until she said green light again. Yes. So wasn't somebody threatening to push somebody? Like, remember, there are people behind you. They can trip over you and make you move. It's all this kind of extra stuff. So in this scene, you really get a sense of who people are. So just like that moment where he was holding on to Boy, you get a sense that Ali cares about people. Like, he cares. He held him up. He didn't want him to die. He's almost sacrificing his own balance for this dude. Damn, this is in the gym class from hell. Yes. It's giving you a sense of how people are working. You know, in this, how are people personalities going to be in this game? So finally, some people get across, some people don't. But boom, the pickpocket girl threatens to punch the gangster. Yes. Mind you, the friend was hiding behind people. Yes. Clock that. They're giving you a glimpse. What is it called in movie language? Foreshadowing. They're foreshadowing, just like writers and movies do. They're foreshadowing you what's gonna happen in the future, for real, for real. And so yes. So once it's this whole dramatic thing where they get all, not all of them, but the main characters get over the finish line. So there was tons of dead people. Boom. And then they go back to the main room where everybody got to stay. They go back to the main room, and so what, they bring this big piggy bank down from the sky, and everybody who has died, their money goes into the piggy bank. So this is the ultimate enticing. They're letting you know everybody who dies, their money, what they were worth in the game, goes in the piggy bank. So you closer to getting all this money. If you die, your money go here. So, bam. And so now everybody is traumatized by this being a deadly game. So a lot of motherfuckers is like, yo, this is too much risk. I want to go back home. This is crazy. So some people are like, damn, I want to stay. Damn, I want to go. So they're talking to the people in the pink suits who got the guns. And they're like, some people like, no, I don't want to play. I want to go home. Like, no, fuck this shit. I didn't know it was about to be life or death. Fuck this money. I'm trying to go back. And some people was like, yeah. And so the people were like, but y'all already signed the contract. Y'all into this. Somebody else who had read the contract said, yo, no, there's a clause in there that said if the majority of us want to end the game, we can end the game. And the people said, you know what? You right. The money, what did they say? The money from the people who have already died will go to their families. Something, the money will go to their families or something like that. Them seeing the money changed it for me. Yes. So them seeing the big old pig come from out of the wall with the money pouring into it, it's like, ooh. And everybody like, we all got debt. Everybody in this motherfucker need this money. As far as we know. The smart dude from the main character's hometown read and memorized the contract quick. Yep, he sure did. Show you how to move in a room full of vultures in Diddy's voice. Yes. So another thing that you learn, the old man has a tumor in his brain. At this point in the story, you learn that he has a tumor that's gonna eventually kill him. Okay, one of the old men that's one of the main characters. Um, at this point in the story, you learn that he about to die. So he don't so at this point in the story, he don't got nothing to lose. He about to be up out of the streets anyway from his illness, from his tumor in his brain or whatever, cancer or something. I don't know, cancer or something. He's about to die. So he really ain't got too much to lose. So child, honey. How much money we talk about? We talk about I think everybody had like a million. They were worth 400 and some million one would be 300 something million. Yes, like it was, everybody had like a million. Each person was worth a million. Yes, or 500,000 or so. I can't remember exactly, but a lot. It was ridiculous. Like a ridiculous change your life. It would change your life. It was if it was one person. So ridiculous amount of money. Um, so everybody was arguing back and forth, blah 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 blah. Some people knew each other, some people didn't. Some people had history, some people didn't. Yeah, it was a sickening coin. Um, uh, it was a coin that you don't deny it. It wasn't some coin that you was like, oh, this ain't worth it. No, it was a change your life coin. Even one person was worth a change your life coin. 380 million in US dollars. It was a billion something in their money. Yes. Um yes. So anyway, so some of them want, after this real ass game of red light green light, some of them really want to go home because now the stakes are high. I don't want to be in this motherfucker. This is whack. This is annoying. I don't like it. Were all the dead bodies laying there while they were negotiating? No. The bodies were laying in the room at first before they cleaned them up, but then they go back to their main living quarters, which has like these bunk beds. It looked like I don't want to say it looked like a prison, but kind of looked like a prison. It's this big ass room with bunk beds and shit. And so when they're doing the negotiating, only thing you see is the big bunk beds, the big room, and all the big pile of money. So you see the money that you're giving up if you leave. And each time a person die, it fills it up more. You see the money falling into the bank. So they're everybody arguing. Then they make the people who were in charge with the pink suits and the gun with the mask. They said, okay, yeah, you read the clause. The clause is if the majority says to quit the game, then y'all can quit the game. And your money goes to you. Is it the people who quit get nothing and the rest of the money goes split to the family who dies? That's what it is. That's what makes it late. Like if you quit, you get nothing. And all the money, even your money, goes to the rest of the people, family who passed away. I think that's what it was. Like you get nothing. Okay. I think that so if you quit, you done been through this for shit. And the people who died still, they family still get a coin. So it's like you get nothing when you go home. So they have to decide if you if who they have to vote to see who, do we go home or do we continue to play? If everybody vote to continue to play, it don't matter if you want to stay or not. You continue to play or they kill you. Those people with the guns. But if everybody vote to go home, then you get to go home. So others were saying I was ready, already dodging bullets, so I might as well see it through. Yes. Half of them was for it, half of them wasn't. So they voted to keep going. Oh, they voted to not. Okay, they voted to not keep going. So everybody voted. It was this intense scene where each person came up and hit yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. Even the old man who was like, I ain't got nothing to live, he had to hit yes or no. So the end of the story, they all voted to go home and lose the money. So all of them go home and lose the money. So they go home and they start going back to their lives. All them motherfuckers went back to their broke ass problems, they broke ass lives. And even when they went back to their broke ass lives, some of their situations got even worse. Like, for example, our main character, his mama ended up having some type of diabetes and she was going to have to get her feet cut off or her legs amputated or something. So now she won't be able to work and take care of their family because his lazy bum ass ain't been able to keep a job because he gambles and do all kind of shit. So the mama has been the breadwinner because she had the constant coin coming in. But if she get her legs amputated, they gonna be shit out of luck because this fool ain't gonna fucking work. And so they have that tension. The other main character. Oh, so there's a girl character, a few girl characters, but the main girl. I don't know if she's the main girl, but she's the I guess she's the main girl, kind of. She got like a little bob or whatever. She has like a shitty ass family, and she got custody of her brother. She was still trying to work because she knew her son wasn't worth a damn. I would be embarrassed. Yes, she was embarrassed. That's why she wasn't talking to that lady with the sickening son. Embarrassed at this bum. So the other girl was taking care of her brother. That's why she was pickpocketing motherfuckers because she had her brother. And then the other dude with the shady mama, with the not the shady mama, the who was being shady to his mama, had put his mama's house up for auction. Who else had problems? Um, it just the stakes got higher and higher and higher and higher because they went back to their broke ass lives. And so eventually, because of their financial situations, they end up running into each other. The old man, everybody end up running into each other, and they like, man, I feel like we should try to to the go back to the game. Like I feel like we ain't got shit to live for. My daughter is going to fucking America. My mama about to die. I feel like I ain't got shit to be out here living for. So they all get together. I can't remember how they convinced everybody. Ali wasn't paid by his employer. Yeah, he was working for this Asian ass dude who wasn't paying him. Who was. So Ali is like South Asian, like Indian, and he was working for this North Asian dude who wasn't paying him his money after months and months and months and months. And he went and complained about his fucking money and end up getting into it with the dude and mushing his arm in this little machine. And so he lost his little job. So he not only you ain't getting paid, you done lost the job that you wasn't getting paid for, which I would have been done quit. But anyway, he lost his little job. Everybody was having issues. Everything was bad. Even the gang members. So I got distracted during the I would be in and out because it's a series. So sometimes I'll be paying attention, sometimes I wouldn't. But I can't remember how they got everybody to come back. I saw them talking to each other and I can tell where they were headed to. But eventually they got everybody to come back and sign up for the game again. He had to do the game or go to jail or worse. Yes. Okay. So I know all of them. How? Because there was tons of people that was voting. How did they get all of them to come back? I know it was the old man. He talked to a lot of them. Okay. So anyway, because of their problems that they were having in all the game and shit. Okay, before we go on to the rest of the story. Where do y'all think y'all would be on his way to jail? Okay, how do y'all think it so far? Now we got the one game. Do y'all feel? How do y'all think y'all would be? Who would y'all be? What character do y'all relate to? Who would y'all be? Who right now in this moment? Not say that y'all don't know anything else. Y'all just have y'all know what the game is about. Would y'all go back to the game? Would y'all have voted to stay in the game? I'm not a gambler, so I don't even think that I would have went to the game in the first place. I don't think that's I don't know. It would have to be like life or death situations. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna push me to play this game. Yeah, I can't. I'm not a gambler, so I can't see. I would definitely not go back. Definitely not go back. Would you? You would have went at first though, when you didn't know it was life or death. I'm North Korean fish at this point. They invited them back by leaving anything business card, telling them to meet back at the same place. Gotcha. If I survive red light, green light, I'm playing. Work. I don't think I would have came to the game in the first place. Like even before red light, green light. I can't imagine me meeting somebody that was smacking me in the face. I first of all, I wouldn't have played that game at all. It's so many things that I would not. It would my personality. I could not have been led down this road. This is just first. I'm not a gambler, so I could as far as the narrative of oh boy. Now everybody else narrative came in a different way, you know. Um yeah, but the way oh boy got pulled into it, I could never have gotten pulled in this way. Maybe some other way, maybe like the girl who had the little brother and she was trying to survive. Maybe. But the way he got put in, I wish I would let a motherfucker smack me. You probably, I probably, I just can't. No, hell no. You smacking me in my motherfucking face and I'm not trying to twirl you. Fuck out of here. I'd rather be on the straw than this, right? I'd rather just post an ad if I'm desperate for money, right? Try to come up. I would be at my house looking at a giant Asian fish robot on TikTok. Yeah, I don't play fighting. No, I'm not a gambler either, but seeing all this money, baby, I will go back to post the ads personally. Facts. I wouldn't have either. I would never because I'm not getting slapped. Okay, so that's the beginning. So once y'all get there, okay. Once y'all get there, red light, green light, y'all done went through that and y'all done survived. Are y'all stopping there? Now that I don't know. I don't know. That I think if I survived, that would change. That would give me a certain confidence. I don't know. If I got to the red light, green light, it could give me confidence, but it could kind of scare me too. I'm like, if these motherfuckers is this serious, and if this is the first game, it got to get uglier. It got to get uglier. If this is the first game, it got to get. I don't think I could have did it after red light, green light. I don't think I could have did it. I think I would have been gone. Even though it would have gave me confidence, I still would have been gone. Child, I'm out of here. Yep, I'm stopping because I'm thinking they starting off easy, and I'm the only. It only get harder from there. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be scared. I would probably leave. It's the being gas part and walking up to the unknown place for me. Oh, I forgot about that. Child. Yeah, I wouldn't even been in it. Oh no, I would have been scared. I would have been scared from the gas. You are totally right, Davina. Totally right. That would have gagged me. Facts. Facts. Yeah, all of that would have been scary to me. All right. So they go back to their crazy lives and they come back and they got to and they get to come back and play the game. All right. So what was the next game? What was y'all remember the next game? What was game number 2? The cookie. The cookie, the cookie, the cookie, the cookie. Remind me. What happened with the cookie? Honeycomb. Were they sitting on the ground trying to do something? I don't remember. Why don't I remember that part? What was the rules? The shapes in the honeycomb. I remember Tug of War. I don't remember Cookie. They had to break the shape out of the cookie without breaking the shape. Boom. Okay, boom. Yes. So they had this cookie that they had to there was like, you know how like if you press like if you have a cookie sheet and you take the little stencil like this and press it on it and it make a little thing, you got to break off the pieces of the shape without breaking the actual shape of the cookie. And they couldn't they do it however they wanted to? People stood in line for a shape. They had a needle and then had to chip the shape out without breaking it or getting it. The cookie and a needle. Boom. Okay, great. Perfect. So everybody was doing it in a certain way. And then when they see somebody else doing something right, yes, it's life or death. And when they see that somebody else doing something right, they have a better strategy, they start doing that person's strategy. It was wild. It was crazy. But you get shot, and there's one of the people in the pink suits with a gun right there at your head. Like you break your little shape, girl, and you're done. Yes. All right. So they do that part. This is where I got distracted, so I get lost. I do remember the tug of war. Was the tug of war next after the cookie? Wait, when did the food run out? Was it something about they had to be in line for food? Did that happen before the cookie or after the cookie? So there was a situation where they had meals. Okay. I may be skipping some parts, but there was a situation where the people in the pink suits, they only had enough meal. Okay, that's after the cookie. So there where they had to get in line to be able to eat. And I think it was based on their was it based on their number? Maybe not. I may be tripping about this. But they had to get in line, but there was only enough meals for there was only enough meals for each person. So some people, the shady ass people, particularly the gang member people, kept getting in line to get more food, to get was it a banana? I don't know, more food. And they only had enough food for the exact amount of people in there. So by the time the people got up to get their food at the end of the line, they were out. They were out of food. And so they didn't get to eat. And so they like, nigga, the people who had gotten in the line a few extra times, They like, nigga, you got us fucked up. We want our food back. You took our fucking food. I want to do the cookie challenge as a game night. No shooting, of course. uh so the little gang member dude, is always some ugly. He started bullying the dude who was talking about his food. He bullied him so much that he end up did he end up like breaking his neck? But he ended up killing him. And everybody was like, what the fuck is going on? Everybody's like, what? You just killed this man. And so the other people was like, yo, he need to be either disqualified or something, because he just killed this dude. Like, what's happening? To the people, the people in the blue, in the pink suits. And the people in the pink suit was like, oh, he did? Oh, damn. Well, bring down the pig. Bring down the pig and put his money in the jar and come get his body and put his money in the jar. I was cackling. That was quite funny to me. Because them motherfuckers did not give a fuck about him killing that man. They just put his money in the piggy bank, and was like, child, that's more money for y'all. And then people started playing dirty. Because, yeah, later on you'll find out that the game overseers purposely didn't provide enough food to the players to weed out the weakest players to the next. Boom. I pinched myself for laughing. I was like, dang, they just said drop the money. I was cackling. It was funny to me. A gang dude kicked him to death. Yes. So you can start killing people and adding money to your bank. Apparently, that's what they informing everybody by this act of complacency. They like telling you, child. All right. Well, if y'all slay these motherfuckers, there's more money in the bank. I was like, oh, they made it ugly now. No more of that team player shit. But they should have known that. Incentivized to murder, facts. But they should have known that. Because you got to get to one person. Nigga, it's going to get cutthroat eventually. So yeah, it started to be, you starting to see a divide of people. So then bedtime comes and then it becomes free for all. Yeah, because motherfucker could just slay people. It's also important to note that the doctor who was the helping harvest organs of killed contestants, he was getting advanced tips on the games that could come next. I didn't pay attention to that. It is also important to note that the doctor who was helping harvest organs to kill contestants, he was getting advanced tips. Was it the doctor? Was that the I can't remember that character. Was it the dude? Every man for themselves. But anyway, so the next game is Tug of War. Now, Tug of War is this. Now, is the thing move? Is it moving this way or is it moving this way? I can't remember. I think it's moving this way. I think. Is that what it's doing? It's not moving this way. Okay. Mm-hmm. It did to sell to the on the black market. Yes. But anyway, on the tug of war game, there is a team on this side. There is a team on the other side. Some of the masked guards were getting money on the low. Now, what we do know is that this is a metaphor for capitalism, y'all. So it is the people with the mask on are, to me, like they're the metaphor, and not the mask people, not the gold mask, but the people who in the pink with the black mask that were working for the people in the gold mask. The people with the mask in the pink, they kind of represent those middle class, upper middle class people to me. They may not be making the big money, but they're making some kind of money in controlling how the poor people, what and how the poor people can maneuver in the world. And the poor people being the people playing the game. Right? Mm. Oh, let me show y'all these. Look at these. Aren't these cute? Side note. Aren't they super cute? I'm gonna put them somewhere, like up here or right here. They were the size I wanted, but they didn't look right. And for some reason, only this one came with the little hook for me to hang it up where I wanted to do. But this one didn't even, and I thought it was because they had forgot it, but it didn't come with the hole. These two didn't come with the hole at all. Aren't they super cute? I love these. These are so cute. But I got them to go up over my little TikTok area, but these didn't work. They didn't work. But they came, yeah, they been came, but I just hadn't put them up because it's not what I wanted. But they're super cute. I'm still gonna use them. I'm just gonna use them in a different area of my fucking apartment. But I love these. They're so cute. I wish I could hang them up, but it's only one that got the hanging ability, and I don't feel like drilling a hole in the other one because I feel like it'll break. But anyway, so they do the tug of war thing. I do the tug of war thing, and you remember this is two teams. One got to pull. This is where I'm totally out of there. Let me repaint them. No, no, no. I like them to be black and white. Now they do look kind of dusty. Like it they look dusty. Like I want the black to be black and the white to be white. It like look at that. That look like dust. I want it to be black. Yeah, it's looking like it's antiqued, and I don't want it to look antiqued. I want the black to be black, and I want the white to be white. Yeah, look, just yep. Yeah, I don't like it like that. But yes, all right. So what else? What else ended up happening? So okay, so fast forward. Oh, they aged it. Yeah, weird. I don't like that shit. I'm gonna have to do it to where it's right. Oh yes, honey. If you gonna fix that, sure. um, it's the paint used. Yeah, I hate that shit. It's dusty and late. I hate it. But all right, so at this point, I am kind of gone. I think I get distracted. I'm on the phone with somebody and I'm talking to them. So The next episode that I see is the episode where they got to pick team members. So what is they didn't look dusty on the ad at all. Um so Tug of War and the losing team died. So let's ask that. I didn't see the end of Tug of War, so I can't remember what happened. So does the whole ending team die? Let the people tell you, because I don't remember, because I was on the phone. That's what I was trying to say. I was on the phone, so I can't remember what happened. I just see them doing a tug of war. So does the whole losing team die? Yes. Boom. When I get off the phone, by the time I get off the phone, what's the next game after tug of war? Yes, they fall to their death because they are suspended high in the air. Yes. Damn, more money in the piggy bank. Yes. Marbles. Boom. Now the marbles. Okay, boom. Marbles is the one. So this is when I get back to paying attention, because tug of war was boring. All right, so they go back to the room with the bunk beds and shit. And so the next game, the marbles, they get to pick their teammates. And so, based you going through this, you start finding people that you connecting with. You feel what I'm saying? Like who can you trust, who you can't trust, who is a good partner. Age matters. Who is the most athletic? Who is the old man? Who is the old woman? Who is the one that's too emotional? Who can you trust? Who gonna have your back? So everybody not knowing what the game was gonna be, everybody start clicking up with people who they were friends with. You feel what I'm saying? People who they thought they can trust, and you get to pick your partner, right? So of course the gang members click up with each other. The two women click up with each other. The man, the dude, the betrayed connection. Yes. So the dude who is the main character, he picks the old man. Because why did he pick the old man? He had built some kind of trust with the old man, where he liked him or trusted him. Something happened where he trusted the old man. But if it's the game and ain't nobody trying to leave, you gonna play the game or get killed. So what are you talking about? You're in the game, and until you get the majority of people to vote to quit, you got to play or you die anyway. So you got to play. The hopping on glass hasn't came yet. That hasn't came yet. So that's next. So you get to pick your partner. So it's a 2-on-2 game. It's a 2-on-2 partner. So everybody get a partner except for this one lady. And she was actually in the clique of the gang members. She was like the girlfriend of one of the main little head, the one who killed the dude. She was like the girlfriend of him. And so the stakes are life or death. The games are more childlike. They're like childlike. Instead of Hunger Games seems like it's more athletic. Like you gotta have a skill like archery. It seems more athletic, like motherfucking extreme sports. But these games are like kid games, like Pity Pat, Child, Marbles. No, the marbles came first. Marble the guy the marbles came first. Remember, because we'll talk about it. She did something to the man. She wore him out, remember? Because of what he did to her with the marble game. So the woman, there was only one, it was 2-on-2, and it was an odd number of people in the in the game so far. So she didn't get chose. So when they all got to go out to play the game, she's thinking because she didn't get chose that they were going to wear her out because she couldn't play the game. You feel what I'm saying? So she thinking, why y'all don't choose me? So before they go out and do the thing, she like, how the fuck you gonna not choose me? Why you gonna not choose me? Choose me, choose. She's begging them because she think that the people in the pink is gonna kill her because she's another common character, smart but poor. Yes. Um, she was like, y'all motherfuckers didn't choose me. You should have chose. You get what I'm saying? You got to choose me. They gonna kill me. You got to choose me because she's thinking they're gonna kill her. So everybody is thinking that. So you under the impression that when you leave and go play the marble game, she's gonna die because she couldn't find a partner because it's only an even amount of people. Yes, these games are very that. So, all right. So they leave that woman to die. They go into the into the game arena. When you go into the game arena, this little place that they're at, it looks like their home areas, like where they live at. It's like set up to look like alleys in their house, in their neighborhoods or whatever. So the rules are everybody has 10 marbles. So remember, it's pairs of twos. And each person has 10 marbles. Every pair, now remember, I want y'all to clock that too. Everybody picked their person based on whatever they wanted. Why? It could be, I like this person, this is my homeboy, blah, 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 blah. But the rules that they made was, y'all get to create a game on your own. It don't matter how anybody plays it, whatever game you want to do with the marbles. But the goal is to win all of your opponents, who is your partner. You got to win their marbles. You can make the game up. You can do whatever game you want to play with the marbles. But the goal is you have to win the other person's, your partner's, marbles. So now your partner actually has turned into your enemy. Because they have to get your 10 marbles to win the game. Whoever loses dies. If y'all don't play at all, both of y'all die. So y'all got to come up with a game that y'all get to play. And it's whatever game that you want to play. But once you set the game, however y'all play, whoever get all the marbles lives. So if you get 20 marbles, whoever gets no marbles, they die. I liked her until she boinked the ugly dude in the bathroom. Honey, she wanted her some peace, some bad boy peace, baby. When it hit folks what was happening, they could see it. Yes, it shook everybody. Because you got to remember, they were choosing based on some people who they could trust. You know, their history in the game. Boom. So a girl won immediately. You don't know that now. You don't know that now, but you learn it later. Because she didn't get a partner, it made her exempt. She stayed back, and everybody thought she was gonna die, but she actually didn't die. So remember, everybody paired up with different people. So they paired up the two girls, and so the two girls were talking to each other. Now you really, as far as like a script writing type of analysis, now you really get into their individual stories and why and da da da. So the two girls are talking about mainly what would they do with the money if they won. And this girl has a story. This girl got a story. When they go back to the world, this girl da 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 da. And one of the girls was like, I ain't really got shit to even go back to. For real, for real. My parents hate me. They don't like me. I ain't got no family. They don't give a fuck. And da 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 da. And the other girl's like, I'm just trying to get me and my brother out of the situation that we in. And that's what I would do. I would get us out of our situation. And so their situation eventually turned into the girl who ain't got shit to go back to. She eventually gave all her marbles to the fish. So she was gonna play the game where it was all or nothing. I think that's what she was gonna play. Where it was all or nothing. Let's not even play games. Let's make a bet, all or nothing. But eventually she ended up just giving her the marble. She was like, it's gonna be at the end of the day, it's gonna be me or you. And I ain't got nothing to live for when I go back home. It seemed like you got something to live for. So the little girl end up sacrificing her marbles for the other girl. So of course, she ended up dying. The main character, she basically got an immunity card to make it to the next level, right? Message: don't be a pick me. Never be a pick me. Um, So okay, so the team of the gang members, so they both evil. They done killed that boy. They both evil people. So they are going to they're gonna do what they do. So their plan was throw the marbles into the hole. Whoever get their marbles all in the hole, you get all the marbles. I think that's how you do it. It's some game that if you get the marbles in the hole, you get all the marbles. Some shit. I can't remember exactly the rules that they came up. Remember, they can make up their own game. But the goal is to get your marbles into the hole that they done dug in the wall, in the ground, and boom. One of them loses the game, and honey, there's no amazing to there. They both was fucking evil, so you just learn how easily they switched on each other once it's you or me. Yeah. So that was basically it. Not an actual card, but basically a free pass kind of to not play. Yes, absolutely. I ain't see that part. Yeah, so that was the girl. um okay, so remember the main character that was a deadbeat. He is partnered with the old man, which initially he thought that it was going to be a game of marbles, and the dude, the old man, being an old man who played this game when he was younger, was going to be good at it. But no, that's not what the game was. He literally is going to have to be competing with this old man. In the middle of them playing, they were playing where they get to choose out of their 10, they get to choose how many marbles, either even or odd, that this person was holding in their hand. Okay. And if you picked even and they had even, you take the marbles that they had. If they picked odd and they had odd, you take the marbles that they had, and they go back and forth. So they're picking marble. They playing the game. Initially, it's going the way it's supposed to go. Da 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 da. But remember, this is an old man that's close, that has some brain issues with his tumor, and he is forgetting sometimes what he chose. Like he forget it. Like if he'll forget if he said odd or if he said even. And the other dude, he would forget so much that the other dude could actually tell him that he said even when he said odd, and the old man will believe him. So in that scenario, the younger dude start playing that wicked game to where he start lying to the old man about what the old man was saying was his answer or his guess. And so it got to the point where he was taking all the old man's marbles. And so it got to the point where the old man was flashing back to, like, because this area looked like his hometown or whatever, where he grew up in. And he was like, "Oh, I remember this." And he started he told the dude, "Yo, let's stop playing this game. Let's make it all or nothing." And so the dude was like, "What you mean let's make it all or nothing? I just got you down to one marble, and all I gotta do is win. Like, as many marbles or whatever. All I gotta do is win, and you won't have no marbles going. I'm not about to play no all or nothing when I can just play your one, and you can take back my one." He was like, "Well, I'm not gonna play. We all can basically die." Or I can't remember how it worked out. But the man said, "Nigga, you is crazy. Why would I play this game? You not about to wear me out. Why would I play this game?" And the old man said, "Nigga, like you been wearing me out lying about these odds and evens, nigga. You think I didn't know? I done played you." So the young dude is gagged that the old man really been playing this game. You feel what I'm saying? The old man didn't play this game, and he thinking he's senile and he getting over on him, but he actually is not getting over on him. The old man is getting over on him. So nigga, we both will be dead. and so um and so the old man was trying to it started to he was trying to teach him a lesson. Like it was some kind of thing where he was trying to, ooh, my nose itchy. Where he was trying to teach him a lesson. Like hold on, let me cut this light down because it might be because the light is bright. Remember, I told you my DNA said that bright lights make my nose itch. um I thought the old man was gonna get them both killed. Yes. So the old man was trying to teach him a lesson, and about, you really tried to play me, my nigga. But I'm old and ain't got nothing to lose. So go ahead and eventually in their game, go ahead and take my other marble. I know they're gonna kill me, but I ain't got nothing to live for. And so you got your daughter, you got everything that you got, and I ain't got nothing to live for. So at the end of the day, the old man let him get his marbles, and the old man end up being the one to die and to sacrifice himself for the main characters to get all the marbles. So you hear the gunshot of the old man dying. The other person, which is one of the saddest to me, one of the saddest, is, you remember earlier we were talking about Ali. Ali is the South Asian guy who held up the main character to save him from getting killed by the red light, green light person. He has been the nice guy in the whole scene. Just as much as the gang member guy is bad, Ali has been the more innocent, nice guy. And so he tells his character, his partner is the dude who it grew up with the main character. The one who scammed is who's selling his mama, who risking his mama's business, da 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 da. So they had became friends. And so he like, yo, I don't really want to play this game. I don't really want to, but we have to. But I don't want to die and I don't want you to die. Blah 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 blah. So we got to figure out something on how to play, but I don't really want to play, right? He told him his name and called him a personal, almost familiar term of endearment, like the gunji. Yeah, the gung yes. Yes. It's huge in Korea culture because they have different colloquial titles for formal and informal. Okay, yes. Thank you for sharing that. Um so especially Lex, especially in capitalism. So the Asian guy basically tells him that there is a way for them to figure out. I can't remember how he played them, but basically, he convinced Ali that there's a way that they both could not get killed by the gang. There was a way that they not could get killed. And so Ali, being a trusting person and a nice guy, was like, oh my God, he got a good one. He was like, here. He took his bag and was like, here, hold on to your marbles. I hold on to mine. They can't kill us both, or some kind of deal. I can't remember. But he convinced them. He scammed them. So by the end, when it was time for them to go, what really happened was his partner, the dude, Ali's partner, had actually taken his marbles out of his bag and put and replaced them with rocks. And so when it was time for the everybody had done playing, Ali was looking for him because he was like, oh, we were supposed to meet up and you know, we'll be straight. We survived. But what really happened was Ali got played out of his motherfucking marbles by the guy. And so when it was time for them to go, he his bag was right here. He took his bag and dumped it out, and it was rocks. And oh boy had all his marbles. Now, the weird part of this story, that's I hate that I can't explain it exactly how it happened because it almost seems like it would be against the rules, but kind of not because he agreed to do it the way oh boy said do it. Um, I don't know, maybe not. It feels like it was against the rules. Like it feels like Ali didn't know the game that he was playing. But with the metaphor of capitalism happening in this game, this is true to life. Sometimes people getting scammed out of their coins and out of their money and out of their livelihood and out of their humanity. They don't know that they're being scammed. It reminds me of sheepish religious followers, like people that really give their tithes to these untaxed churches. To that money is going to the salaries of all the administration of that church and definitely not to no community building, but they're trying to be the nice, sheepish, good Christians. That's what it reminds me of too. And that happens anywhere. That happens in Scientology. That happens in Nation of Islam. That happens in, all these religions. They think that they're doing what's right. They think that they're doing the right thing. And they think they are going above the fray when it comes to their integrity and unwavering faith and trust. Yes. And they think they're doing the right thing because this feels good. It feels altruistic. It feels like this is the right thing to do. But capitalism does not care about you being morally right. Actually being morally right actually can set you up quicker to fail. because nothing about capitalism is moral or is or is um or is rooted in morality. It is rooted in exploiting you. They will eat you up and spit you out and not care. The goal is to get your money, however we can get it. Um, yes. So Ali gets killed. It is to me the saddest moment and the realest moment of the show. To me, this is a real fucking moment. Like this is a I don't know. This is one of my favorite moments of the show because you you see it was a bunch of things that happened. It was a bunch of things that was taught to you. Um you you see the selfishness of the woman giving up her marbles, giving up her marbles for the other woman because she had something to live for. That sacrifice. And if you know, I've talked about the captive maternal. Dr. Joy James. She's a professor at um, Williams College. She talks about the captive maternal, where it's the idea of a person being self-sacrificing in the midst of oppression and giving up. A lot of women, particularly women of color in marginalized communities, are captive maternal. They captive too because they don't have any social capital to move up in the ranks. They are captive and they are maternal because they are taking care of the people under capitalism. Captive maternal, usually the captive maternal is one who is tied to the state violence through the non-transferable agency they have to care for each other. Boom. Captive maternal. And so that represents to me not having anything being transferable. That's you're gonna sacrifice yourself to care for the other person all the time. It's always gonna be there. And so how many times do we see that? We see grandmas, you particularly, you know, you see and captive maternals. I know when we hear maternal, we think mom like women, but it's not. There are that it's gender neutral. There's not men can be captive maternals too. Think about like families who sacrifice to get a home, and then the next generation something happens and they lose it. Um, where they have nothing else to give but their sacrifice, but it still doesn't stop them from being affected by the system. They could, honey, daddies could work to the bone, child, to get to own and pay for to get this house paid off for their future children, and then the next generation squanders it because they got caught up in capitalistic gains, or they got caught up chasing a dream, and now that their parents' house that they work for, um, now they don't have the capacity to take care of it, and so they sell it for pennies. Yeah, it was that was a moment that was. crazy. So, I feel like a sneeze is coming. Okay. It feels like, you know how you got to sneeze and it's like right there teasing you to come. So, so everybody goes back. So the people who survive, they go back to the room. And when they get back there, the lady who didn't get picked, she's there. Like, hey, you motherfuckers thought by not picking me that I was gonna die. I did too. But I didn't die. It just gave me a pass for now. I didn't even have to play that game. I didn't even have to choose my friend to kill. Y'all did. So not only are y'all coming back stressed out that y'all just got through playing the game, y'all got trauma because y'all just had to kill the motherfucker that y'all had to, that was y'all friend that y'all partner with. So other than the game member, he didn't give a fuck about that nigga. But you feel what I'm saying? They coming back stressed. She's cheesing it out, baby. She was smiling, happy, telling that dude, the gang member is the one who was like her boyfriend that she fucked. She was like, nigga, you didn't choose me. She was over it. So the next game they had to play. So after this, okay. So during this game, you are introduced, I think it's during this one, right? Or either right after this or during the marble game, you are introduced to like the people who control this game, not just the people in the pink suits. There's a level above them that the gamers never actually see at all. So if that's not a metaphor of capitalism, the VPs, honey. So the VPs, she was the funniest character in my opinion. These are people, they have gold masks that are shaped like lions, they shape like dragons, they shape like different things. And so they are the VPs. You don't even get to see them. The players don't even get to see them. And from what I'm to understand, I couldn't get into everything that they was getting into. They are the ones who invested in creating this game. This is fun. Remember, like on The Purge, I don't know if y'all watched The Purge, but The Purge, how they was betting to for people surviving or whatever. This is a game that they're controlling and betting on their horses and blah blah blah. They're protected from it, but they know about it and they are betting on who's gonna win and who's not gonna win. But you gotta what I'm to understand is that this is kind of giving you a hierarchy of in a capitalist structure of the middle class and the elite. Okay, because the people in the pink and the black mask, they are similar to the middle class. And I don't know if it's like working class, but not working class. The middle class, upper middle class, where they're not playing the game. They are safe in their figurative money. They are safe. It was some rich white dude who wanted to bet on a game with human pawns. Yes. They were gagged. Yes. The people in the pink, they still was workers and but there was one dude with black and a black face. I couldn't totally get into his character because I kept being distracted, but sometime we trade. But he was keeping the game, the host character. Yes, he was keeping the game going. And then y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Y'all explain this to me. While this was happening, I was getting head myself. So my tray had came over when this was going on, but apparently, like it felt he was about to get one of the old dudes was about to get some head from one of the young players. When I was distracted, remember, and then he flipped it on him. He had a gun, and he made him take his mask off. Somebody explained that to me because I was distracted. So I seen I seen him kind of like him flirting with it seemed like the younger character, and then I seen them go to the back room, and I seen him about to get some head. I seen him trying to make him give him some head or something. Explain that to me, y'all, because that's the part that I was confused about. How did all of that got weird to me? I didn't understand it. The old white man with the gold mask. That part, I didn't understand where that was. The police officer was about to have to give the VIP head, but he pulled the gun on him and had him confess on camera. I'm so happy to catch you on live. Hey, I go live every Friday at 7 p.m. Central. This Friday I couldn't go live because there was an award. My award that I won, and the ceremony was between 6 and 9, and so I couldn't go live. So I'm going live on a Saturday. And yes, but if you want to catch me live, it usually is 7 to you know 9 on Friday night Central Time. There was a cop the whole time who was following clues about the place after the main character went to the cops after they quit the first time. He was able to infiltrate the game as a masked guard. Boom. Thank you. Congratulations on the award. Thank you so much. The undercover police officer who was acting as a pink worker was basically gonna be assaulted by a VIP. Bam. All right, so I didn't clock that connection because I remember when there was a weird moment with the cops when that dude was telling them about the dude with the card, but then the main character was like, he actually telling the truth or whatever. The cop was looking for his brother. Got it. Got it. Got it. See, I didn't clock all of that because I was distracted. Yeah. Oh, baby. Hmm. So to me, yeah, this is when it gets, you get introduced to those people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You get introduced to the bigwigs, the VIPs. The the VIPs were kind of cartoon evil funny. All right, so that gets us into the next game. So now you know that some people are watching. I mean, they literally took Saw Blood in Blood out, and Orange is a New Black, mix it up with a Ronald McDonald 27 piece, and made a sick little show. so, so we get to the next game. So the next game is all right. So they got to get across this chasm where you can fall down in the chasm, but there are these squares of glass. Some of the glass are strong enough to keep you, strong enough to hold you, and some of the glass is not strong enough to hold you. But they are in order of their numbers. And so apparently they get to pick numbers, and some people switched and some people didn't. And so whoever's the first number is the one who had to go and jump on the glass to see if it's to see if it's strong enough to get you, strong enough to keep you. So you get to pick or not. So one of the dudes is a is either, I don't know what to say. He's like a glass maker or some kind of maker, a glass maker or whatever. So he can tell by how the light is shining on the glass if it's the reinforced glass or if it's the glass that can wear you out. And so he's looking at the glass weird. Everything about this is like except for the money. Yes. That's the point. And so one of the dudes, the the gang, the evil, basically he's been positioned as the evil gang member the whole show. The one that killed the guy. He's the evil, don't give a fuck about nobody, blah 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 blah. The total opposite, the antithesis of Ali. He's like, yo, I can't tell what's going on with the glass and da 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 da. And being that I can't tell, I'm not fucking moving. We all are fucking dying, this motherfucker, before I'll jump and test it out for you motherfuckers. So he basically threatening basically to sacrifice everybody's life instead of moving forward. And because he got one of the earliest numbers, he got to go. So everybody is like, motherfucker, go. Blah, blah, blah. Because we on a time limit, motherfucker. That's where he messed up. That is where he messed up. Because now he could have went and tried to do what he needed to do. But now Miss Thing, who he left behind, member in the marble games, is like, fuck it. This is my chance to get your ass back. So instead of sacrificing us all, I'm going to sacrifice myself to wear you out. And so Fish, that was grinning, who got the pass, she jumped on his motherfucking ass and was hugging him and made them both fall off the last thing. And so the dude who can sense plexiglass, he was like, oh, this is the one, this is the one, this is one, this is the one. I like how he was shown as a coward too. Yes, this is also one of the first moments that you see him as a weakling, because this whole time he been acting like he was the tough guy. Because you're not about to eliminate everybody. Somebody gonna go for it, and she did. Yes. And so she wore him out and they both fell to their death, and she was able to get him together. Can more than one person win the overall game? No. It all is gonna get down to one person. All right, so at this point, they all get through. Some people fell through, some people at this point I am lost. So now after this game, this one right here, after this one, like, I don't know anything after this point, because that's when me and my trade got into, where we can't look at TV. We gotta look at each other, baby. So I don't know what happened after this until I came back. When I came back, it was only 2 people left. It was time for them to play the actual Squid game. So I don't know how Fish died. I don't know how Fish with the Bob died. I don't know how I don't know how. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Wait. So when they get done with this game, I'm lost. Okay, I'll get back. So when they go back to the how did Fish get key? I know she got stabbed or something. And the other dude was gonna try to kill them at night. I can't remember what happened. I remember Fish laying down and she was stabbed or something. How did she get stabbed? I'm lost. Once they jumped, the girl was injured by glass and wounded. Okay. Gotcha. No, we was doing more than gobbling. I can get gobbled and watch TV. But if I'm, when I'm focused on the art of the bussy, baby, you gotta pay attention to the bussy. The burden of the bussy. Bussy burdens, baby. The smart dude waited until she was vulnerable and killed her with a knife they took from dinner. Yes. But where was the guy? Why was the guy? The guy went somewhere. The main character went somewhere and distracted from her. Gotcha. But he could have been helping her, but he wasn't. What was he doing? He was somewhere doing something. He was trying to get her medical attention. Yeah, gotcha. The main character was banging on the door for the pink people to come. Right. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Which was stupid because they don't give a fuck. They done showed you that they don't give a fuck, right? They done showed you that they don't care. So why would you even think that? That's so weird. Then they come with a coffin. Yeah, X'd. They gave him all knives. Yeah. Wear them out, honey. So the last people left was when I came back, she started losing consciousness and asked him to take care of her brother. Yes, when he went to help, the smart dude took his chance. Yes. Silly him. So wore them out. So now it comes to the actual Squid Game. Now, when you first started the series, the main characters is talking about the Squid Game and how it was a weird ass game. If I was a little kid and they tried to get me to play Squid Game, I would not. That game would have been so stupid to me. I would not have played it. I would not have played that game at all. So I never would have. Y'all know what game I used to live for when I was little? Um, Four Squares. Did y'all play Four Squares? Where it was four squares and each person was in a corner and y'all have to hit the ball and it has to bounce into a square. It has to bounce into the square. And if you bounce it into the square and they can't get it, they out. Excuse me. I used to play four squares all the time, and it was my sickening. And I was really good. But this is also the time that I was like in third to fifth grade when I used to go out on recess. And because I was a butch queen, because I was a little fem boy, the boys didn't like me to play because they thought that I was not gonna be good. but I was actually good at four squares. And every time that I played, I would win. Four squares and curveball, yes. Also, they chased the cop out on the cliff, and the mass game coordinator revealed to be the cop long lost brother who the cop was searching for the whole time. The cop was shot. I remember he was on like a cliff. Excuse me. He was on like a cliff and they chased him down the cliff. I do remember that part. I was in and out of paying attention, but I do remember that part. That was a C narrative. A C storyline, as Shonda Rhimes will call it, a C storyline. The A storyline is the main character storyline, and then there's small B character storyline, and then there's like C character storyline. That's what she explained in her masterclass of writing scripts. So yes, so now oh, when the girl was still alive, one of the things that the main character was saying is that we can quit the game now and we would have the majority, him and the girl and the guy. And he would have the majority, which is why the dude who was trying to sneak and kill her was trying to sneak and kill her, because if once he kill her, he can't have the majority because it's two people. He have to continue to play the game, and if you don't want to continue to play, bitch, you getting shot. But if now that this bitch is slayed and got the glass cut, she might want to quit. He might can convince her to be the majority, since there are only three of them. He can convince her, let's quit and get you back to your brother because you don't need to die for this money. You feel what I'm saying? So he had to really slay her because it made it even where he can't not play the game. Does it make sense? I hope that makes sense for people. Because it's three left, one is injured, and he's trying to tell her because she wants to get back to her brother, because if she dies, she's not, her brother ain't gonna have nobody. And so if he can convince her to vote to quit the game, because that's in the clause, the majority, it's only three. And so this dude, he like, nigga, I'm almost at the end. If you want to quit, motherfucker, let me kill her, and nigga, you can quit. And they kill your ass. Well, you can't quit because I ain't no majority, motherfucker, and I can they'll just kill you, and I'm the last winner, and I ain't gotta play no motherfucking game. I'm just the winner. So that's why when he went to try to get help, he went over there and slayed her. Because, girl, we at the end. It's dog eat dog. It's been dog eat dog for some of them. It's been dog eat dog for some of them. So now the last game is the literal Squid Game, and they explained the Squid Game earlier in the in the show. And so they go through this whole dramatic battle of the Squid Game and da 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 da. And what ends up happening is the main character does something to where he doesn't try to kill him, even though old boy was trying to kill him. But he gets him to the point where he can't even fight no more. But he could kill him, but he doesn't kill him. But but then do they end up killing him or what? I can't remember exactly what happened. The main character was mad as hell. where he was ready to battle at that point. But at the end of their little battling, it's something he didn't just kill him. He like was like, man, this is fucked up, and didn't kill him, and let's just quit this motherfucker or something. The friend kills himself and tell him to pay his mom. Did he kill himself with, what did he kill himself with? Yeah, okay. I remember the knife being right here on the floor, but I can't remember what he actually did with it. All right, so the smart dude who had been ruthless all the time, all of a sudden, instead of using his energy to fight to the bloody death, he kills himself and says, "Take care of his mom." Okay. I don't remember either. A knife or a glass in the neck or something. He killed himself. Yes. Well, that's always weird to me. Where you've been ruthless all this time and now all of a sudden you get the spirit of killing yourself. It was such a letdown. Yeah, that was, I thought he was going I thought he was going to, when dude let him slide, I thought he was going to get up and try to fight more, and then dude was going to have to take him out. Cause nigga, I tried to let you slide and you still trying to wear me out, girl. Boom. Like, even if they made it seem like he died on accident, he still died. You could have did that and saved Ali. Honey, that was like Ali still would have died later on. His nice self. Cause what you think Ali would have did at this point? I don't know. Ali, he didn't want the main character to stop the game and waste the money because he knows the main character knows his mom. Yeah. So cool. So this is the end of the game. The main character that we have seen throughout the games is the winner. But what, though I'm missing you, although I'm missing you, I'll find a way to get through. Like, Jada Pickett at the end of Set It Off, she got the money, but all her friends are dead. Oh, I've been through so much trauma to get this money. Oh, oh my God. It just doesn't feel the same because everybody's dead. So, he's going through this thing where I got through it. I got all the money. I win all the money. And now I can go home and my life has changed. He go to the beauty salon, child, and get a whole fire engine red um Rihanna circa 2010. Ooh na na, what's your name? Ooh na na, what's your name? Fire engine red, short little short little white girl bob, white 80s lesbian, mullet little cut. He killed the girl with the bob for nothing, right? And he comes out of the game and his mom died too. Right. His mama end up dying. He comes in. He comes in. That's another late thing. When he comes back home, his mom is dead in the house. So he could have been there with her, but he playing this game. His daughter to move to America. He didn't use the money for a year before getting invited to one-on-one. Crazy. He was being weird. Listen, all the money he could have bought some new friends, baby. Oh, it gets real late. Oh, let me show y'all something. This is so cute. My little brother got a rainbow diamond tattooed on himself for me. Isn't that so cute? A rainbow diamond. Isn't that adorable? It's so cute. It made me cry this morning. A rainbow diamond. I got so teary-eyed. That's so cute. I was like, this is so sweet. I love that. It was like a little surprise. I thought that was so adorable. It made me ugly cry. And this guy doesn't realize he doesn't. It was, in fact, a glow down. So, okay. So, all right. So let's finish. I just wanted to show y'all that. That was so cute. So he started to, he's feeling, honey, the melancholy of success. He is feeling, he's depressed or whatever. I guess he's depressed or whatever. And so what ends up happening is he sees somebody playing that game in the subway. He sees somebody playing the game in the subway, that game that got him caught up in the game. And he was trying to tell him, no, don't try to fucking play that game, nigga. You gonna get wore out. um Yes, penitentiary feels. Yes. Um, what he learns is, I feel like you start thinking about, is this worth it? So he goes to the little boy. He goes to get the little boy and remember the girl's brother that got killed. He takes the brother, and then he takes the brother to the mom of the smart dude and he took a suitcase of money and the little boy and said, yo, he's an orphan. Take care of him. Here is the money for her to make sure keep her house and make sure the little boy is taken care of. And he knows she's a good mom. His mom is dead. So he does what he's supposed to do as a all the things that he promised people to do. And so he sees somebody playing the game. And so eventually, I don't know how did he end up going to the man's house or hotel room. But the big twist and reveal of the whole fucking thing really is that the old man who sacrificed himself for the marbles, remember his partner, the main character's partner, that had the tumor in his brain, he actually was a VIP motherfucker. He wasn't a player all along. So the whole time that he was playing, he actually was in the game, not playing for real. He had no intention. He had no, you know, he wasn't taking no risks. He wasn't going. There was no intention of killing him. He was actually one of the big wigs who created the game, and he waged. But at this point, he is actually, because the death part, the having tumors and on the way to die, was his was real. The old man was the biggest portrayal. Ooh, child. So he told, there was a drunk man on the corner. There was a drunk man on the corner, in the snow, and people were walking past him and shading. He helped create the game. Yes. The twist reminds me of Westworld. I haven't gotten to finish Westworld. It started to get slow. I started to get annoyed by it. It started to get too slow for me. But the concept, I was like, ooh, this show is getting good. But it started to get slow. Um, yes, Joel. He let the little boy and the mom struggle while he was depressed and broke. Yes, he wasted a whole year moping. Uh-huh. I'm like, how you still raggedy? Especially who he is. Like he's the gambling, the you literally just won the biggest gamble of your life, motherfucker. So there was nothing. It could have been some lessons that you learned on the way, but you still won the gamble. And so some of that old self gotta still be in there, nigga. Yeah, it was strange. So the dude was sitting, there was a bum or some kind of man drunk in the middle of the snow, sitting on the ground. And so the old man said, I got one more wager for you. You can get all my money if somebody helps that man, like comes and help that man. Because I get his whole point is to teach, it was to teach you that, you know, motherfuckers ain't good in the world or something when it comes to money. And the main character was like, yeah, I bet that it is some good people in the world that they help. And so people are walking past him, not helping them, walking. So in this conversation, they having conversation, da 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 da, while the bet is going on. And then somebody stops. It looks like they stop to help the person, but then they like, and they keep going. So in your mind, you think that they keep going. But what they really do, they actually leave the person and go find the police to come help them with the person. And so minutes later, they come back with the police to help the person. And the old man dies, so he gets even more money. I guess he gets even more money, right? Yeah, he gets even more money because the old man had did the last little wager, right? And so the whole point, one of the whole lessons is a rich man, some kind of weird ass metaphor they said, where they was like, a person who can buy whatever he wants is just as bad and empty as a person who can buy nothing he wants. I was listening to it and I was like, child, okay, well, let me be the one who can buy whatever I want. Whatever kind of emptiness they dealing with, I much rather deal with that kind of emptiness than the emptiness of being broke. I said there's this TikTok video that is really funny to me, but really real. And so they were saying you get to choose to be broke and happy or sad and rich. And this girl was like, so in the video, she crying, but she got her wine and cocktails in the middle of paradise. Oh, oh. I'm sad and depressed, but I'm in the rich islands. And that was so real. I'm like, child, honey, I can't. I'm not. I'd rather be. I don't know. I, I I can say I'd rather be happy and broke, but child, I do not want. How can I be happy and struggling with fucking? Now I can be not rich and happy, like just have a working job or a working class job or amount like what I am now. I don't make enough money to be rich, but I make enough money to be happy. I make enough money to where my bills are always paid. I don't have to worry. I don't live check to check. Um I don't live check to check. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. So happy like that. But if you talk about totally broke where I ain't got no shelter, I ain't got no lights, I ain't got a pot to piss in, child. Yeah, that's not how am I gonna ever be happy in that situation? I'm not gonna be happy. No. Fuck all that. I just I just I just can't deal with that. I just can't imagine being happy and poor. Not, I'm talking about not survival level where you just surviving. I can see you being happy like that because I see families that seem like they're so happy, but they are, they're not rich at all. I can be that, but like poor, poor, I'm talking about poor. The poor I've seen people in shotgun houses, barely got food. You can't be happy in that. You can find joy in small things, but you can't be truly happy in that. You can't be truly happy in that level of poverty. You can't. You don't have to be rich to be happy, but I've been in poor situations and you can't be it comes with a level of sadness and worry. Better to cry in silk sheets than on the streets, baby. Huh. Yeah, the old man had a really warped view of life and society, like most rich people do. I read it something to do with his age, and he lived through a war, so he was pessimistic, and the main character didn't and was optimistic. All right, so cool. So he wins, the old man dies, blah 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 blah. That's when okay, that's when I'm it gets to where he sees the dude playing the game in the subway and he tries to warn him and he gets the card and now he has a chance to play the game again. Now he done won all this money and he got a chance to play this game again or fly to America to see his daughter. This nigga don't get on the plane. He bought a ticket, don't get on the plane to see his daughter. This the part that this part pissed me off. Now I was sad about Ali. But the part that made me mad was this part. Baby, when he chose to stay and not get on that plane, that pissed me off. I was pissed off at the writers. I was pissed off at the character. I know this is a successful show and they're gonna want to make a Squid Games 2. You feel what I'm saying? I know they gonna, they want to continue their Netflix coin. I know that, but That pissed me off. You don't give a fuck about your child, like at all. You just risk your whole life for all this money, and not at one point could you just say, "Child, let me go see my daughter." That is so stupid. That is so strange to me. Yep, I was like, "No, ma'am, I'm not cheering him on. He left his daughter hanging." Yeah, that was too. It was too far for me. I understand, before, but this, you just literally, you got the money, bro. Like, you got money. It's not, no, you don't need any more money. So now you care, even if he's going to destroy the game. Even if he's going to, oh, I'm gonna take down the game. You care about that bullshit more than your daughter? Nigga, what? What are you doing? Are you serious? Exactly. Exactly, Joel. Exactly. He cared about the old man during the games more than his mom. Yes. It didn't. These is weird. I don't know if it's, yeah, it's like, this doesn't match. This character, that doesn't match. It's weird. I was wondering if they cast black persons next season. It's a Korean based show. Um, I don't know. It's black people there, but not a lot. There's not a lot. It doesn't have a, unless they're like military, it's not a lot of black people there. That year of sulking was meaningless. Yes. And you got all this money and it took you a year to decide to fly to see your daughter? That was weird too. Like, you would think that would be the first, and your mom passed? So your mom, your fucking baby mama didn't come back to bring her to see your grandma? It's a lot of shit didn't make fucking sense. It was like, what? Mm-mm. I ain't like none of that. That daughter shit pissed me off with him. I don't like him. I don't like none of that. Yes, it could have waited. Absolutely. And you said so self-centered. And it wasn't even in a self-centered way. Because self-centered would be like, fuck that game. I'm taking my money and going to be with my daughter. But you care about, why do you care about taking this game down? What is your emotional attachment to taking this game down? You care about the future players that you don't know nothing about more than your daughter? That's so, it just, that part doesn't make sense. I know, you gotta, when you're watching fiction, you gotta suspend, what's it called? Suspend disbelief. I don't feel like they have to be likable, but their choices have to make sense. It has to make sense. You can't go through as the main character caring about these strangers and then not care about your own people. What are his redeeming quality? It is not. He's been a bum since the beginning. But this is the thing about it. He was set up to be a bum, but you think of him as the bum with heart. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's a bum, but he wasn't heartless like like the gangbanger dude, like the smart man, like you get what I'm saying? He wasn't heartless like that. He is the bum with heart. But these choices at the end didn't feel like the bum with heart making good choices, even after what he been through with the game. You showed you had heart with the girl when she got killed with the fucking knife, the glass shit. You this whole time you've been showing you got heart. Now you was close to doing some ruthless, heartless shit with the old man, but he played you. You feel what I'm saying? He was close to doing ruthless, heartless shit in that. He was playing that game with lying to him, but you kind of understood it because this was a life or death situation, and he about to fucking die in a couple of months anyway. It's shady, but you kind of understood it. Almost like you like, I get what you're doing, bro. It's shady, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't like Ali and the smart dude where you like, oh, you scamming Ali. You know, Ali's niceness made you a little bit more shocked and tender about Ali getting scammed. But the main character was scamming the old man too. If the old man wasn't playing and he was senile and fucking up, he was scamming. He was doing the same thing the smart man was doing. It just didn't feel as bad because the old man was about to die anyway. He was old. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel as bad as Ali because you know the character setup made you care about Ali more. I haven't watched Blood In, Blood Out. His smile in the first episode was cute. When you say his, are you talking about the main character? Yep, there is no difference. Yeah, I don't think it's any difference between the two. They still was being shady. Yeah, I don't know. He just, yeah, it didn't. It A person with heart. You just went through this shit, and you won. I can't imagine a person you lost your mother. So especially the losing the mother thing, because I just went and played this stupid fucking game. Yes, I survived it. I won it. But I literally have an example of how me going to play this fucking game, I could lose somebody and not be there playing this fucking game, playing these fucking reindeer games. So none of that, the risk of you dying again by going and play this game again, the risk of you dying again, the risk of you and not being in your daughter's life, you already lost your mother. None of that pulled at your heartstring to say, at least let me go talk to my motherfucking daughter for a little bit and I'll come back and play the game. Excuse me. I can't imagine what a season 2 would be. It would be just like the Saw movie. Saw was so good its first iteration. But Saw was so good its first iteration that they had to come up with different games that they played. So they would come up with another game. Yeah, since it went viral, they're gonna make another one. They're gonna make another one. Definitely. I really don't care about the Scott cop storyline. They didn't play that. I don't even. I know. I remember the moments, but if y'all wouldn't have told me that he was a cop, I never would have picked that up from the parts that I watched. I would have to watch it again because I didn't know. I thought that he was just a worker, one of the workers that got tired of being the fucking worker. Like, we killing these people and we ain't doing right. We need to stop. I thought he was one of those people. I did not know he was a cop. I did not clock that. I thought that it would be more with the cop. I thought the whole story would be probably interesting because he was a former winner. Yes. And how did he get that? Why didn't they give the former winner the whole story? The opposition. Maybe he feels like this is a Herculean trail. He has to atone for being a bum, and going back in to take them down is his final act. And going back in, is that the best? Is that the best way to? Is that the best way to dismantle this? They clearly doing the same tactics to get people. They not secret. He going back to the same subway, getting niggas to smack to bring to the game. Now that you get what I'm saying? He got way more proof now with his bank account. He got way more proof now to prove that he's legit telling the truth. Because I remember one of them tried to go to the cop. Which one? Was it him? Was it the main character that tried to go to the cop and they didn't believe him or something? I can't remember. But he got proof to talk about it now. And connect the dots with all these people missing and dying. You can't connect the dots. There's a lot of people. There's 456 people. You can't connect. You can't talk them through the connections to help them make you from the outside. He don't give a fuck about her. He clearly don't give a fuck about his daughter. But yeah, child. I really enjoyed it. I usually don't like the Korean voiceover movie shows or whatever. I usually don't like them, but I like that they started it off. Cause soon as I saw that motherfucking red light, green light be serious killing their ass, I was like, oh, this is my shit. I'm gonna watch this whole thing. Cause I like that. They gagged me with that. So I was like, yes. This is sickening. Cause I didn't watch it because of I seen the buzz on the internet. I watched it because of the previews that I saw. So I started watching. So I was like, oh, this is fire. And start watching it. But it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was a great series. I had it speaking the Korean language with English subtitle. Baby, if I had to do that, I would not have watched it. I hate subtitles. I still haven't watched Parasite, and everybody keep telling me that Parasite is good because of subtitles. I hate subtitles. Jesus, I hate subtitles. They even called him and told him to get on the plane, meaning they were still watching him and he still didn't. Just stupid. I was yelling at the TV, get on the plane, you redhead clown. I was literally yelling at the TV, get on the plane, get on the plane. Oh, watch Parasite. It's good. Yes, everybody said it's good, it's good, it's good. But I hate subtitles so much that I have not even watched it. I think he isn't safe to be with his daughter. He just did all that he can to go directly to her when he feels like he has to go back, possibly dying, trying to take them down. Child, he's weird. I think he should. I just got take that money. You rich. You more than good rich. You are rich. Go sit down. Mind your business. Take your coins and go take care of your family. Now you can showboat on your motherfucking baby mama. You got coins, the more coins than the stepdaddy. You can be that nigga now. Go be that nigga. Your mama dead. You can go be that nigga. It don't feel wrong. It is wrong. That is shady and stupid and just dumb. But overall, the show is good. But I'm not gonna take up any more of y'all time. It is 2:26 a.m. Child. He can have the stepdaddy kissing his feet, right, honey? You have so much sickening things going for you. I didn't enjoy Paradise, not Paradise, Parasite, but it was an interesting, disturbing plot. Ugh. I might try to watch it some when I don't have nothing else to watch. But all right, y'all. Make sure y'all thumbs up if y'all like the show. I loved it. It was good. I enjoyed myself watching it. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. And even if you got to this part, definitely if you haven't watched it, still watch it. But y'all have a good night. I will see y'all Friday. The next interview I have is with a guy on YouTube named Laid Back. He's been doing YouTube just as long as I have, and his name is Xavier. He is a trans man, and he is so smart, and I like him, and I think y'all would like our conversation. That is coming up Thursday. So, yeah, we will we will talk later, y'all. Good night.